It's been quite the hot minute. Well, let me just say some unfair turns had occurred here on this round. What is this? Round something. I actually don't fucking remember. So, but as you can see, Japan was finally blessed to go, back to back. And, well, this is what they lost. So they try to reclaim their home island, and, well, they got eviscerated. Absolutely piss poor dice rolling by the Navy. And obviously, they lost their transports as well. And that's what America lost, was just 3 subs. The subs, I feel like, actually got more hits than the force did for the Americans. So just so much salt being thrown around against Japan. But welcome back, though. This is free for all here. I'm going to pan over here. I'm just going to go in turn order. So, as you guys can see, the carnage that's going on. And I can't see my phone now. So, Germany was able to go first. And if you remember, they had that Navy up there in 125. So they didn't move, and now it's no longer there. So the Germans are fully off the board and off the game. Likewise, in the same photo shot right here, the British were able to go. We took Western Germany, fortified Paris a little bit more with more infantry there. And I was hoping we could go again, and yeah, that never happened. And as you can see now, there's just a whole bunch of red all over the place. So, yeah. And things are not looking too hot for the British, because now they're only at $16, or 16 IPCs, rather. As you can see, the Russians, yeah, they're at 40, but they eclipsed the whole IPC chart up top. So that's actually 120. So, unless the British can go 5 times in a row, I think their days are numbered. Because, as you can see, the Russians were able to go 4 turns again. So, obviously, they were able to clean out all of Europe by their second turn. And they've just been buying infantry over here and started buying subs up here. Hence the reason why we were able to kill that Navy while preserving my Air Force. Well, Air Force A, actually, Air Force West. I don't know. They got this large Air Force over here. So that's what they did over on this side. We're going to pan down here. Their last turn, they finally went into Persia now. Built more behind that. And they have spilled their way throughout Africa, gobbling up the majority of it now. Killing that British Navy as well. I got a cough. There we go. So, yeah. And not to mention, the Russians are collecting 68 from bonuses. Because they have, 21 Axis territories, and they're $5 and 0. That's absurd. And we're at the point now where the Russians, with their bonuses, just them alone, out-collect all other powers that can still collect money. So, I think here the writing's on the wall. I think I'm pretty certain I know who's going to win this now. But we'll see. Maybe the Russians, like the Japanese, won't go for, 5, 6 whole rounds. And, I mean, right now there's only one plane in Moscow. So, I mean, who knows? Who knows? And then also, well, speaking of Russians, we poured into China. Also, in our last turn, we went into Hopei. We were finally able to kill the Chinese fighter there. So, hence the Chinese backed off and are now just in full retreat. I forget, what did China do on the 4th turn? I think they just retook some stuff. I forget what they did. They didn't do a whole lot, though. But, and then also, we built an air base up there in Yakut. We got those units there to prevent Americans from just walking through. And then also we have, I know it was our second turn, the Russians walked into Korea, and they were able to build 6 units there now to bolster that up, actually, against the Americans. So thank you, USA, for that. As you can see, the Japanese also just consolidated what they have left in Shanghai. Don't know what I'm going to do with them, as they can't do anything. Um, that's about it for the Russians. Actually, it's just them taking Africa and then spreading east realistically, and that's it. The Australians didn't get to go. The Indians didn't get to go. The Americans didn't get to go. Well, I'll show you what the Americans have left. So they only lost 3 subs, but they had to damage all the carriers and battleship as well. But it was just one giant turkey shoot for them. So overall, not a whole lot else to be added on. I know the Chinese go first on the next round, and I think we'll just cut it off because